welcome back to Makeup Etc. In this tutorial we have the lovely Ashleigh as a volunteer and we'll be doing the sparkly metallic silver smoky eye, perfect for a night out, so keep on watching. So starting off with a clean face, I'm using the Stila One Step Correct to prime the skin. This grey have blemishes, it really neutralise some of the redness. Then I'm going in with the LA Girl Pro Conceal in green. This is a colour corrector and this will help to further eliminate the redness from any blemishes. So just applying that over any red spots or blemishes and then blending out with the Real Techniques angled concealer brush. Next going in with the Mercier translucent powder, just powdering over top of that green to keep in that colour correcting so that it doesn't wipe away when we put our foundation on. Next, prime the eyes with the MAC 24-hour Prep and Prime eye base, and then powdering over that with the translucent powder so that all our eyeshadows blend nicely. Next, using the shade from the MAC Cool Neutral palette and using a Wayne Goss No. 3 brush, just taking this through the socket, starting with really light cool tones and then building your way up to the darker tones will really create a nice depth in your look. Now using this next colour from the MAC Cool Neutral palette, just trying to build up the colour on the outer and inner corner of the eyes, lightly brushing it through the crease as well. That's how we're going to create that halo eye effect. Going in now with this darker silver, in the same place again in the outer and inner corner of the eye, but keep it lower on the crease and more on the lid as it's a shimmer and we don't want this too high up. Next, going into the Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye palette using this khaki grey. I'm going to deepen up the outer corner and inner corner with this colour. They're very pigmented and blendable, these colours, so it will really add that darker depth that we want. And yes, still using that Wayne Goss No. 3 brush. When there's not much product left on your brush, make sure to always go back and blend out the edges. Next, using this Pure Platinum Makeup Revolution Awesome Metals eyeshadow. It's like a cream eyeshadow and it gives a great sparkle. You've got to use this on a synthetic brush, it's the only way that it works best. Just patting and spreading this onto the eye. Next, going in with the MAC Dazzleshadow in She Sparkles. This is a beautiful shade. I'm just going to pack that over the top using the same synthetic brush. This one's from the Bella brush set. This will just help to lock in the cream shadow and keep that extra sparkle. Now going back to the Wayne Goss brush, No. 3, and blending out the edges. Now just wiping away any fallout with the makeup wipe. Next, using the Chi Chi Brow Pomade in the shade Medium Brown and a synthetic angled brush from the Bella brush set. Just lining a line under the brows and then over and then filling in with light hair strokes. I then spoolie through it because the pomades tend to look a bit drawn on and this helps to give them more hair-like appearance. For foundation today we're using the Maybelline Matte and Poreless in the shade Ivory. I'm just applying this with the Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge, wiping and dabbing onto the skin. As you'll see, that work we've done before with the green colour corrector really helps to even out skin tone even with a little bit of foundation. I only use one layer of this on Ashleigh and her skin looked flawless. And also using that powder over top that green corrector helps lock in the correcting without wiping it away. Next, using the MAC Pro-Longwear Concealer in NW10, I'm just taking this on a Real Techniques foundation brush and creating a triangle under her eye, also using it to carve out her eyeshadow, then blending this in with the Miracle Complexion Sponge again. Then going back with that Mercier powder and a fluffy brush and just patting this into the concealer to set it. Then back in with this shadow from the MAC palette, just running this on a pencil brush all the way along the bottom lash line. And then taking this Kat Von D colour again, the khaki grey, just focusing this on the outer corner of the eye. We want to keep some light in the centre of the eye, seeing this is quite a dark look. Next, using this ginormous brush from the Bold Metals collection by Real Techniques, and that Laura Mercier powder, just powdering the whole face. Taking this sleek light to medium contour kit, just using the cheek brush by Real Techniques. This brush is awesome for creating a seamless contour. It just blends out perfectly and it's tapered enough to still get quite a nice sharp line. I'm just blending this upwards so we don't bring any of that colour down, and it gives it more effective appearance of a higher cheekbone. Also running it slightly through the corner of her forehead just to warm up the face a bit. Next, taking this shade from the Makeup Revolution Blush Palette. These are great, they're really pigmented. Using an Eco Tools blush brush to brush this onto the cheeks. And going with mascara, using the Volume Million Lashes by L'Oreal. Just putting this a good coating on the top and the bottom. Then adding some highlight to the cheek using the Mary Lou-manizer from the Balm and a fan brush from Bella Brush Set. Next, going in with the lipstick in the shade Nude by Cosmetics, using a little lip brush to apply this. This is a great shade, really universal, it's good in every skin colour. And there's the final look if you don't want to wear lashes. It looks great without, I think, just pile on the mascara. We're going to put lashes on Ashleigh anyway. These are the Model Rock lashes in style Lady Vuvu. And then we're all done. Thanks for watching!